Okay, I got the Craftsman LT4000 in the garage, getting the rear components stripped off. So you can see the tank's off. The shifter is out. I'll show you that in a second. Going to be getting ready to pull out the transaxle. Most likely I will have to reuse the brake rod from this machine. The one that's on the Yard Pro probably will not work, but I'll check it first. Everything's coming out fairly easy. A lot of these bolts are stuck. This machine was abandoned for quite some time in bushes. Not too much is snapping, which is good. Nothing that I need is snapping, at least. As you can see, I did make an attempt at getting the running boards off this. I was originally going to put them on the other machine, but anytime you deal with these types of machines, those bolts get stuck and they really don't want to come off. They use a key kind of on this side. As you can see, it's square, and then there's no nut on the back side here, so they bolt in. And if those bolts, if that key starts getting worn out, you run into problems, and that's pretty much what this one did. And on the Yard Pro, same thing did start to happen, but I was luckily able to tighten everything back up. I'll leave these red ones in place. I may end up painting them black in place. I haven't yet decided. See how I make out for today. But here is the shifter linkage. These older machines are so much better when it comes to the shifter linkages. They're all one piece. I think the replacement ones are like 2 or 3 pieces. These ones are all one piece pretty much. You got your rod, you got your end piece here. This end piece will come off, as you can see right there, but you can actually install it with that still on there. That does not have to come apart. Everything is doable, removable, and reinstallable without taking this apart, unlike the more modern ones. They just made them a lot more complicated when the machines got more modern, unfortunately. So these older ones are a little bit better to modify. Also, when it comes to transaxle modifications, you can actually cut these welds right here and readjust this piece right here. It's only welded on the one side, which is right here. See, it's not really welded on that side. I have done that before as well on similar machines to get different heights out of them. My old Craftsman racer, that's pretty much how I got the height difference in the transaxle, and I was able to get through all the gears. So this panel here will be staying. The other one's in a lot worse shape, and I've replaced them in the past because the roper I had, I converted it over to a 5-speed, but was between the legs 5-speed. It's removable, but it's a big job to remove it, and I'm not going through all that hassle to remove it when it's not worth it. So it'll just have that little cutout in it where the hydro release used to be, but it'll be fine other than that. So I'm gonna get this installed and I'll come back. Okay, about 20 seconds later, it's installed. All that holds it in, actually I can show you the part right here. You got a bushing that is keyed, a washer, and a clip. That's all that holds this in on both sides. I'll get those installed and we'll come back. Okay, done. This took a little bit longer. I got this side in first, then I moved to this side here. When this goes in, you're actually squeezing the frame together. Since I don't have a transaxle, the frame is kind of walking out a little bit on each side, but it's in. I'll probably spray a little bit of a PB Blaster on there, just to get a little bit of lubrication, but it's moving good. So there we go. Much easier shifter design to install over the much more later designs now. So there we go. More on this as time goes on. Like I said, I'm probably not going to get the rear fender put on, but I do plan on driving this out of the garage today, with or without a rear fender. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.